the Bruins lineup is like this. Oh boy. Here is I Lived by One Republic.
The following presentation is by Sam Smith Productions in association with Black and Gold Productions.
You are looking live at Game 5 site, the KeyBank Center in Buffalo. The Bruins season is on the line tonight, and they made a ton of changes to the lineup. And there's one specific first-round draft pick that's not playing, and I'm not a fan. Other than that, I mean, I'm intrigued to see what it's going to look like, but we'll see what happens. Bruins season on the line. They're facing the Sabres. Elimination on the line. We'll be back. Bruins Sabres Game 5 live next here on YouTube. Saka, score! Bruins win! Pasternak, score! The Bruins win! 2-1 in overtime! Shot, score! Pavel Saka! Bergeron, yes! Well, here we are with the Bruins with their backs against the wall here in Game 5 against the Sabres at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo. And the Bruins, they put their lineup in a massive lineup blunder, and I don't like all of it. I like most of it. I don't like all of it. There's one decision that the Bruins made. Ooh. That's going to piss off a certain 7th overall draft pick. Bruins and Sabres from the KeyBank Center in Buffalo. The Bruins season is on the line. What's happened, everybody? Good to see everybody. Happy Tuesday. Happy Elimination Day. I mean, happy Game 5 day. Oh boy. Well, after I speak, I'm going to say this. After I speak about the starting lineups, there will be no starting lineup talk from anybody in chat. I don't care who it is. They will be banned. Do we understand? Mods? I don't care who it is. There will be zero tolerance tonight on any starting lineup talk. Oh, well, maybe they should have played this person. None. Okay? Thank you. Thank you.
I heard you looking for me.
Because Game 4, that really pissed me off, because I was seeing in the chat was, oh, well, maybe if they had played somebody a little different. Yeah, I get it. But, like, yeah, you've been sitting for 2 hours. Like, I don't need to see it again. You know what I mean? Like, I know. All right, just pisses me off, and I don't want that to rub off on stream. You know? Because regardless, there is still an NHL roster playing tonight. We have to. You can only deal with the cards you're dealt right now. That's not our fault. It's not our fault, right? So let's start, first of all right, first period coverage on YouTube, of Bruins coverage on YouTube is brought to you by Uno Overlays. It is the easy way to overlay as we are about to get things started here in Buffalo. We'll start with the Sabres starting lineup, as the Sabres lineup is the exact same from Game 4, as it should be. I mean, they crushed the Bruins, so I don't blame them. It's Krebs, Thompson, Tuck, McLeod with Zucker and with Quinn, Ostlund with Benson and Doan, Kozak with Greenway and Mallenstein. Defensively, Dahlin and Samuelson. Then it is Bowen Byram and Owen Power. Then Connor Timmins with Logan Stanley. And they are running with Alex Lyon in goal again for Buffalo here in game 5. You ready for this? Get your blenders ready, kids. Let's take a look at what the Bruins put together for a lineup tonight. The first line, Husnudinov with Zacha and Pasternak. That's certainly a choice. I like the second line, Middlestat with Minton and Geeky. I would have just personally swapped Zacha and Minton. Steves, Elias Lindholm, Mikey Asamont. Oh boy. Jeannot with Corrali and Kastelik, so that line didn't change. Aspero and McAvoy defensively. Hampus Lindholm playing with Henry Jokiharju on the second defensive pairing. And on the third pairing, Nikita Zadorov and Andrew Peak. And Jeremy Swayman gets the net for Game 5 here tonight, as that's your starting lineup. The strobe lighting. Stop it! I don't think Sturm should be fired. I think it's just a learning curve. He's gonna realize he screwed up. He's gonna realize, and not a lot of head coaching experience. It's his first year as an NHL head coach, and a discussion. I think he's gonna learn. Now, if they win this game tonight, and if they win this series with no Hagens, then I'll be like, all right, okay, fine. Yikes. Lori, I think they're fine without him. I think Yogi Haru is a serviceable replacement for Lori if they're not going to play him. Hagen's not really yet. Anyway, let's not talk about that. Sturm. Ducks goal is 100% a goal, but I don't get how they called it a goal on the ice without no official having a view of it. I agree with that. But then there was people that tried saying that it wasn't a goal anyway. And I said, BS. That's clearly a goal. Clearly a goal. But it's still not great. Wait. Oh, the mic's cutting out in Buffalo. So the fans are singing "Oh Canada." Yeah. The puck was in the net. Yeah. It's a good goal. They got it. Well, it all counts the same. They got it right. It's just a matter of how did they get the determination it was a goal to begin with. That's yeah. The Sabres have not won a playoff series in 19 years. The last time they won was the conference semifinal against the Rangers back in 2007. Crazy, right? I'd be pissed if the Bruins lost how the Oilers did, so I get why they're fans of mine. Yeah, same. I get it, but eventually, they can't bitch at the fact that it was a goal, because it was. They just can't they can bitch about how they determined it was a goal. The result wouldn't have changed. A goal's a goal across the blue line, across the red line, right? So, how about Vegas and Utah last night? I stayed up to watch the ending of that game, and then I fell asleep right as the goal happened. Wrong call on the ice, right call overall. Yep. I'm with you. Oh, Harrison got me something. And I never... Oh, is it here? Is this it? Where is it? Oh, here it is. Harrison got me something. I got a playoff rally towel. So Buffalo. Bruins win the face-off, and away we go here in Game 5. And what potentially could be my final time ever calling the Boston Bruins here on YouTube, depending on what the future holds. McLeod tied up there by Husnudinov. Drive from the blue line goes wide, and it goes out of play. "17 seconds into Game 5. Who knows what the... it's Swayman against Lyon in goal, by the way. Yeah, just want to let you know that this could be it for me. Who knows, depending on what I get, you know, in the fall and whatever. And so, but there's not the end for me this year. Providence Bruins playoff streams for BNG coming this spring. Into the summer, hopefully. As this puck's whacked out on the zone. Jack Quinn will dump this puck in around the Bruins net. Zaka's on it. Zaka looking ahead, connects with Zadorov. Zadorov will dump this puck in around the net. Puck goes over Pasternak. Zaka's there. Puck comes to Pasternak. Pasternak takes a shot, misses high on the net. Aspro grabs the rebound. Couldn't play that one to the middle. McLeod takes it away for Buffalo. Plays it into the neutral zone and out. And now McAvoy will hop on it. The Bruins will get a change. McAvoy will enter the zone across the line. He'll play it around the net. Morgan Geekie takes a shot, deflects in it. I think Lyon got a piece of it. McAvoy pinches it past Krebs in deep. Here's Minton, tied up there by Samuelson. Minton trying to center it in front for Middlestat. Couldn't get it to him. Geekie has a man in front. Minton trying to take a shot, knocked down. Tage Thompson pushed at by Middlestat. Geekie gets this puck free. Throws it on net, shot blocked. Minton grabs the rebound, trying to center it in front for Middlestat. Dahlin broke it up in front. Good shift from the second line here. Middlestat with Minton and Geekie. It's a good line. Bruins get it back. It's Aspero. Gets it across the line. Aspero trying to go for a pass. Could not. Shovels a backhand. And it's caught by Alex Lyon. And he will hang on. The Bruins get the first shot on goal here in Game 5. It's a good shift. That's a good start from the top six there. Zaka creating some opportunity for Pasternak. And then Geekie on the second line creating a chance for Middlestat and Minton in front. Just good digging. But hey, Mom. Elias Lindholm with Asamont and Steve. This is certainly a choice. Against Kozak on this draw. Lindholm's waved out. He's the only face-off man on this line, so Asamont will take the draw. This is where Hagens would come in, but anyway. I mean, I don't mind Asamont being in, but Steve's I have an issue with. Like, Asamont being in, that's fine. I mean, that's not the problem. I mean, Asamont at least can do some things. Steve's, he hasn't done anything since January. Puck moved ahead. Here's Elias Lindholm sent that. Here's Asamont left circle, and apparently the Bruins were offside. Asamont had a golden opportunity on the net, but it got whistled down. Oh, by the way, chat, if the line tonight was Hagens, Lindholm, Asamont, that would have been a really solid third line. Really solid. Really solid. Just Steve, it's like, ooh. Interesting, you know? Lindholm wins the face-off in the neutral zone. Peak will play it over, or Yoki Haru plays it over to Hampus Lindholm. He'll dump this puck in around the net. Past Lyon. Byram plays it to Power. Hampus Lindholm steps up, puts it in around the net. Broken up there by Power. Puck moved ahead, and now here's Osland. Byram in the neutral zone. Almost lost possession. Byram scored in the last 3 games. Here is Benson. Osland shoots. Swayman stopped it, and he has the rebound. And now Kaslik is pushing Benson right away from the net. Zadorov was fined for cross-checking Dahlin after Game 4. They called Kastelik for a penalty there? Are you serious? He shoved him! Oh, I'm sorry. He's not allowed to shove him? That's... Yeah, right. Sabres to the power play for a phantom penalty. I don't even know what they called. What do they call him for? Minton waved out against Tuck. It'll be Hustadinov on this draw. They call him for roughing. Bruins win the faceoff. Puck will come out into the neutral zone. The Bruins clear this one all the way out. Here is Dahlin. Drops it back. Ostlund for Tuck. Broken up by Hampus Lindholm. Dahlin to Tage Thompson. Here is Tuck. Dahlin center point. Ostlund one-timer! Swayman has it. They called roughing for a shove. Comedic. Comical. "30 seconds into the power play for Buffalo. Corrali wins the draw against Tuck. McAvoy trying to play it to Elias Lindholm. Gets free from Tuck's check, and Elias Lindholm clears it all the way down the ice for Boston. Here is Dahlin behind his own net. Carried up ahead. Now minute 12 to go in the Sabres power play. Dahlin will drop back here. And it goes behind Ostlund. Corrali will apply a little bit of pressure, but wasn't a lot to do with there. Now Ostlund will go get this puck, but will get across the line. Jeannot breaks it up. Ostlund trying to play it through to Zucker. In front, Tuck shot. Swayman stopped it. Rebound, McAvoy trying to get it out, and he does. It'll come back to the Sabres zone. Good save by Swayman on a chance in front for Tuck, and a good job by McAvoy getting that puck out. 40 seconds to go in the power play. Thompson to Zucker. Has Thompson in front, broken up by Peak. Across, they score! Rasmus Dahlin, power play goal. Sabres strike first in Game 5. Kind of got handed that goal, huh? It is their first power play goal of the series. And the Sabres got handed it from a horrible roughing call from the officials. Horrible. I mean, he shoved him, and they called a roughing penalty on it. I've seen worse not get called. Like, way to go. Way to go. Dahlin will get his first career playoff goal. And it's now 1-0. And the Sabres can sense it. We have a stop as the Sabres are delayed offside. That is the first time the Sabres have scored on the power play in the month of April. 1 for 40. 1 for 18 in the series. The Bruins' penalty kill was perfect to this point in the series. Jesus. Kozak against Zacha. Just outside the Bruins' end. Kozak waved out. It'll be Greenway. Greenway wins it against Zacha on Zacha's weak side. Here's Power for Byram. Dumps this puck in. Peak plays it around for Hustadinov. Trying to chip it to the middle. He'll have to dump it in instead. Lyon will come out of his net to play it around. And the Sabres get it. It's Greenway. Chipped ahead. Now it's Owen Power. Gets the tape-to-tape pass. Kozak for Malenstein. Zadorov keeps him to the outside. Shoveled in deep. Trying to center in front was Power. Zacha cut it off. Peak digs it free. Zadorov pressured. Moves this puck ahead. Up the ice. And now here's Pasternak. Sends it ahead to Hustadinov. He will cross the blue line. He will tie up with Power. Drops it back. McAvoy steps up, shoots wide of the net. Aspro keeps this puck in, goes off Pasternak and out. Pasternak has to be the only man that can touch it. Nope. I'm going to say it's a hand pass. Aspro behind his own net as the Bruins won the face-off in the neutral zone. Here's Middlestat, plays it to McAvoy. McAvoy will take this puck and dump it around the net. The Bruins will get in there on the forecheck. This puck actually went out of play. Already 131 viewers, only 20 likes. Hit the like button. Hit that thumbs up button. All of you. I'll straighten myself out. Oh boy, hold on. Ugh, there we go. Face-off tied up at center. And it's won by Buffalo. It's dumped into the offensive zone. Aspro will try to play this one around. Can't. McAvoy will get it to Minton. He'll chip this one to Middlestat. Back to Minton. Here come the Bruins. Minton will cross the blue line. Here is Morgan Geekie to Middlestat. Lost the puck. That was an easy pass for Middlestat to play, too. I'm not sure what Middlestat was looking at. Samuelson digs it free from the battle. Whips it around. Dahlin. Hampus Lindholm steps up and keeps this puck in. Here is Geekie. In front for Minton. Couldn't get a shot away. Minton to Lindholm. Here is Geekie out looking in front. Turns and shoots. It goes wide. Wasn't a great shot from Geekie. Lindholm shot from the corner. Misses over the net. Geekie keeps this puck in. Throws it on net block. Middlestat lost the puck. Hampus Lindholm keeps it in. Back to Middlestat. Waiting for options here. Doesn't have any options. Hampus Lindholm gets it back in deep to Minton. Good shift from the second line again. Can they get anything to the net? No, it's cleared away by Buffalo. Now the Bruins will try to keep this in again. Yoki Haru keeping this in. Middlestat to Minton. Has Asamont in front. Will play it around the net. Asamont battling with Dahlin. Dahlin can't get there. They can't get anything to Lyon right now. Steve's battling with Thompson. Steves digs it away. Bruins keep this puck in the zone. Steves gets it back. There's a big tie-up. Sabres eventually get it out. They'll ice the puck. And they'll gladly... No, it died. No icing here. Peak. Asamont to Elias Lindholm. Steve's left circle. Lindholm off a skate. Puck's free. Cleared away. Steve's got to shoot that puck. There's nothing wrong with shooting the puck, boys. I don't understand this idea of quality over quantity crap. It's like Montgomery all over again. Here is Steves. Walks in. He shoots. It's blocked. Lindholm gets it back, trying to play it in front. It skips wide. Castle got knocked down on the slot. And we have a penalty on Buffalo. It's going to be a Bruins power play coming up. It's going to be on Noah Ostlund. Stream AHL next, please. I will be doing that with Black and Gold Productions. Link down below in the description. So the Bruins will go to the power play. Will the power play be effective? Who knows? But they're going to be on the power play. It's a strong shift from those two lines again. It's the middle six. I mean, Steve's, Lindholm, and Asamont has been pretty decent. They've been creating offense. Red Sox finally got things going. Well, it's only 2 wins in a row, right? So, how are they doing now against the Blue Jays? They're down 2-0, so, yeah, 2-run single. Trey Savage is good, man. Geeky taking the draw with Zacha and Lindholm. Pasternak and McAvoy defensively. Tie up here on the face-off. It's won by Buffalo. Bruins get it back. Geeky. Pasternak walks in, shoots! Stopped by line. He came out and challenged it. Sabres get this puck out. Here is Morgan Geeky. Crosses the line to Lindholm. Drops it for McAvoy. Gets it back in deep. Geeky didn't play that one. Sabres will try to clear. It's Timmins. And he will. Here is McAvoy. They're going to try the two-man drop feed. Here's Lindholm. He'll go to Zacha. He'll go back to Lindholm, then to the zone. Chips it over to Geeky. Chops it to McAvoy. Chips it over to Pasternak, who has to play it off the bounce. Trying to get it to Zacha. Gets knocked down by Greenway. No call. Puck comes out. Unbelievable. With a cheap shot from Greenway. Here is McAvoy. Drops it back for Zacha. That's Elias Lindholm again. Here is Zacha. Enters the zone. Pass deflected on a feed to Geeky. Malenstein tying up Zacha. McAvoy keeps it inside the line. Played over Pasternak in front. I don't know what that was, but it went wide. Zacha tied up with Malenstein. Lindholm and Geeky in there as well. Sabres somehow come away with that puck. And it's cleared by Greenway. Get the second unit out there. Hampus Lindholm will leave it. We'll get it from Swayman. And we'll see what the second unit looks like. One shot to the net this power play. Lindholm will drop it back for Minton. Husendinov, Arvidsson. No, Husendinov, Minton, Steves, and Middlestat with Hampus Lindholm. Lindholm back. Steves. Fires. Stopped by Lyon. Husendinov tied up. Trying to get it to Steves. Steves, 10 seconds to go on the power play. Lindholm center point. Back to Steves. One-timer. Blocked in front. Sabres trying to clear. They can't. 4 seconds to go on the power play. Here is Middlestat. Looks across. It goes through Husendinov. Power play over. Back to 5-on-5. Lindholm shot. Hit the post. It caught the post. Minton tipped it. It caught the iron. Penalty over. And now here's Connor Timmins. Sabres will break this puck up the ice. Here is Timmins. Drops it back for Thompson. Thompson of the net. Blocked in front. Timmins. Byram. Stopped by Swayman. Here is Krebs. Corrali tying it up. Puck is tied up. There's a loose stick out there as well. And also a loose puck. Sabres get this puck back somehow. 3-on-2. Puck was played around the net by Doan. Castle cuts it off. Peak tied up by Thompson. Here is Doan. Tipped wide off a stick of Krebs. Corrali will try to chip this puck up the ice. Puck will come out off Castle like in the neutral zone. Yeah, I don't know why Elias Lindholm isn't playing any special teams minutes. I don't know why. Here is Doan across the line. Doan shoots wide. Rebounds. Zadorov clears it away from trouble. And now here's Steves at the end of a shift for him. Steves will move it up the ice here. Drops it to Zadorov. He'll throw it to Aspero. Back to Zadorov. They're booing for something that was perfectly legal, yet the league called it anyway. Doesn't make sense. Zadorov is letting the crowd boo at him as it's dumped in around the net. Lyon plays this one around. Pasternak with Lindholm and Asamont right now is due to the power play units. Sabres get the puck free. It's Stanley. Quinn, McLeod. Quinn tied up there by Pasternak. Here comes Husendinov. He has Zacha up ahead. Pasternak as well. Husendinov across the line, looking for options here. Looks, plays it across, and it's behind Pasternak. And now here's Jack Quinn. Breakaway the other way. It's going to be Owen Power. He got cut off by Husendinov. Owen Power to Zucker. Tied up there by Aspero. It's Zucker. Turns and fires it across. Nobody there. Husendinov up the wall. Puck comes to Pasternak. Takes it from Byram. Gets it across the line. Trying to feed Zacha. Just couldn't make a play. That was actually a good idea from Pasternak. Hampus Lindholm cuts it right off on the dump out attempt. Gets it to Zacha across the line. Middlestat chips it through. Here's Middlestat who's got it. Looking for options here. Tied up. Puck was tied up there. Comes to the middle. Sabres get this one away. Here is Zucker for Byram. He dipsy-doos Hampus Lindholm and then lost the puck because of it. Noah Oslin's hurt for Buffalo. He's going to go right down the tunnel, and he is hobbling. Yeah, no, I don't think Elias Lindholm's hurt. I think he's just genuinely pretty bad right now. Zadorov was shoving people, and the crowd's acting as if he got shot. Here is Middlestat, tied up there by Dahlin, and Zadorov for Fraser Minton. Minton will jump this puck into the zone. Minton plays it around. Puck comes to Dahlin for Buffalo as Bruins were finishing up a change. Puck taken by Jeannot. Knocks down Rasmus Dahlin in the neutral zone. To Kozak. Puts it in the neutral zone. Zadorov cuts it back off, and now here's Peak. Corrali plays it into the zone. Can't get... Kaslik got interfered with, and there was no call there. Where is McAvoy? Get on the ice quicker. Puck comes out. McAvoy had a slap shot if he got there a few seconds quicker, man. Man. Thompson for Tuck on the far side. McAvoy steps up on him. Here's Aspero who cuts it off. Aspero plays it around for Jeannot. Ahead for Corrali. Chips this one ahead. Now here is Kaslik knocked into by Stanley. Kaslik still battling. Corrali in there as well. Puck jammed free. It's Steves who's on it. To the blue line, McAvoy takes a shot, deflects wide. It went off Kaslik and Corrali and went into the corner. It went off Corrali's stick, too. Timmins across the blue line for Buffalo. Played to Krebs. Aspero cuts him off. Now here's McAvoy. Corrali in the neutral zone. He'll lift in. He'll go for a change. Steves will go chase. He'll battle with Byram. Asamont in there as well. Good battle from Asamont, digging this puck free. Asamont in front, tied up by Byram. I think Lyon may have got a piece of it. Couldn't tell. McLeod for Stanley. Puck stepped up to by Steves, and now here is McLeod. Pasternak takes the bump. Jams it to Elias Lindholm. Played ahead. Hampus Lindholm off a stick and into the offensive zone. Power tied up there by Pasternak. Goes off a skate. Sabres get it out at Zucker. Dumped it in. Here is Krebs tied up by Zaka. Trying to get it to Doan. No Tuck right now. Doan's in the top unit with Krebs and Thompson. Haven't seen Alex Tuck in a little while either. Zadorov plays it around to Peak. Shoveled ahead. Husendinov going to race for it. Trying to get free from Samuelson. Gives him a shove. That's just too big for Husendinov. This puck's going to go all the way down. No icing. Krebs beats Peak. And Peak's going to make him pay for it by wrapping him up in the corner. And now here is Morgan Geekie. Crowd is looking for a call. There will not be one. Nothing's happening. Krebs knocked himself down. Peak fell on top. Here is Morgan Geekie. Plays it around the net. Middlestat on the left side. Middlestat in front. Geekie stopped. Rebound. Minton couldn't get a stick on it. Nothing that Peak did was illegal. Nothing that Peak did was illegal, and I don't care what anybody says. Peak literally did nothing there. Krebs initiated the contact. No, the Sabres fans, you suck. I know you haven't been in the playoffs in a little while, so it's okay for you. We'll give you a pass this series. Mallon sign of the blue line. Byram center point. The shot blocked in front. It hit Minton. Now Middlestat sends it ahead through Minton. That's the excuse they're going to get. They haven't been in the playoffs in a little while. They don't know what playoff hockey officiating is like. They don't know. Aspero tied up there by Mallenstein. Here is Sean Corrali with Kaslik to his right. 2-on-3. Corrali dumps it in. Gets the carom, trying to get it in front. Couldn't get to the puck. Kaslik tied up there by Tuck. Kastelik to Corrali to the blue line. Yoki Harju, Hampus Lindholm throws it on net. Deflection by Jeannot, blocked in front. Corrali gets it back, takes a shot, blocked. Rebound, Kastelik. Jeannot, stopped by Lyon. How did that stay out? I have no idea. Here is Jeannot to the blue line, Yoki Harju. Yoki Harju walks the line, shot wide. And it goes out of play. They go to TV timeout. The Bruins had some good chances. Nothing to the net, though. Oh! Whew. Just taking a breather for a second. Good God. The pacing and the 5-on-5 play looks pretty solid for the Bruins. It does look pretty decent.
What is it that you like about the start that you would like them to continue to do?
The Bruins haven't played bad at all. They just need to stick with it. Keep doing what you're doing. Something's bound to go in. Just take more shots on net. Throw more pucks on net. Never a bad thing. Zacha on this faceoff. Tied up Sabres win it. It's McLeod who beats Zacha in the faceoff. The Bruins haven't played bad, really. I mean, it was a gift of a penalty on Kastelik. Sabres scored on it for their first power play goal of the series. Besides that, 5-on-5, the Bruins have kind of been the better team 5-on-5. They've had a few really solid offensive zone shifts. They just got to get more to the net. Like, it's good possession, good everything. Just got to throw more pucks on net. Sabres win the faceoff again. Puck will come out. Quinn lifts Hampus Lindholm stick. Pasternak's the only man back. Oh boy. Here is Jack Quinn. Trying to whip it in front. Lindholm and Yoki Haru both tied up. Puck jammed from Lindholm to Pasternak. Here come the Bruins. Pasternak will get it across the line. Looking for options here. Trying to chip it in front. Who says he not put it wide? Whip to Hampus Lindholm. Across for Zacha. Puck bounced on him and he couldn't play the puck. Now Byram moves this puck ahead. It comes out. Here's Jack Quinn. Just threw it up ahead. Hampus Lindholm got it back. Threw it to Swayman. Oh my God, what are we doing? Now here's Zadorov. He's going to soak in the booze from the crowd here in Buffalo. Noah Ostlund is returned to the bench for the Sabres. Here is Peak across the line. Puts it in around the net in deep. Lindholm to Asamont. Asamont tied up there trying to get it through a few Sabres defenders. Steves, Asamont. Puck trying to throw it in front for Lindholm, and it got broken up, and now here comes Doan. Will carry this ahead. Gets it into the offensive zone. Zadorov against Benson. Zadorov wins the battle. Asamont lifts this into the neutral zone. Here is Samuelson's who's got it. Benson on the right side in front, centering pass broken up. Kiki will try to chop this one ahead, and it popped up high in the air, stayed in the zone. Kiki gets it back. Puck goes off Steves' skate. Benson gets it back. Somehow for the Sabres, Aspro cuts it off. And he'll lift this one to the blue line, kept in by Samuelson off a deflection. Samuelson, good reach from Minton. Shot, glove down by Swayman. Who do you want for round two? We get Tampa or Montreal, so we have to pick our poison if the Bruins do get past the Sabres somehow. Oh my god. I think the reason why... There's a reason why Hagens isn't playing. -2. I literally said, really? -5. Exactly. Like, what's your point? You're gonna take Pasternak out at that rate? Like, nah. Like, if they put in Hagens in for Steves, literally I'd be fine with this lineup. Besides it, and Steves hasn't even really played all that bad, really. I mean, he's had a couple of decent chances. Just that's the one thing I would have done was put Hagens instead of Steves. But besides that, I mean, I don't have a problem with the rest of the lineup. I mean, if they're really insistent on not playing Lohrei, Jokiharju is the next best thing. So. Corrali wraps up power. Puck bounces to the blue line, kept in by McAvoy on the right point. McAvoy takes a shot, knocked down. Puck comes to Aspero. Fires a shot, blocked. Now here is Jeannot. Tuck broke his stick. Puck bounces out of the zone. Tuck will go race and get a new stick. And Aspero will slap it back in. Jeannot plays the puck, puts it into Corrali down low. Kastelik gonna battle for it, takes a bump there from Power. Puck played to the middle. Jeannot trying to keep this one in, he can't. Corrali gets knocked down. He's slow to get up on his knees. Swayman to Hampus Lindholm. Minute 20 to go first period. Here's Lindholm. We'll take this puck, dump it in cross corner. Hustadinov will try to get there first. He'll throw his man into the wall as he got tied up with Timmins. Bruins get this puck back. It's Hustadinov for Hampus Lindholm. Waiting for options. Makes McLeod fall. Lindholm shot knocked down in front. Zacha diving for it. Kept in by Jokiharju for the moment, but it just comes right to Quinn, and the Sabres will get this puck out. Lindholm gets this back. Puck played to Pasternak. Pasternak across the line. Fires a shot. Saved by Lyon. Juicy rebound. Played out high. Zadorov shoots. That's stopped by Lyon as well. Bruins get this puck back. It's Pasternak. Trying to center it in front for Zacha. And the puck was bounced on in front. Here is Zacha. Pasternak knocked down. That should have been a penalty. Here is Peak. Zadorov on the left side. Plays it off the wall. Walks the line. Gets around Zucker. Zadorov shot. Misses. I think Lyon got a piece of that one as well. And he did. This puck will come out. Here is Zucker on a breakaway at the end of a shift. Zucker to the net. Stopped by Swayman. Puck stays free. Hustadinov. Lindholm to Asamont. 8 seconds to go. Aspero sends it ahead for Steves. He'll dump this puck in. 2 seconds and 1. And that is the end of the first period. No, Swayman got... No, Zucker got pushed in. 100% he got pushed in. He got pushed in. Let's see. Did he get... Yeah, he got pushed in by Peak. Good call. Yeah, he got pushed in. And straight at Sway. A little pushed in to force him into Sway. Oh, yeah, he was making his move towards the net, but he did push him. Like, he did. Like... Oh, that's all the time when we're pushed in. Oh, I agree. I agree with you. I agree with the fact that that would have been called against Boston every time. I agree. But it's still, regardless, it still isn't. Who's 20 and 21 of the Bruins? Jared, have we been here all year? 20 is Yuki Haru, 21 is Steve's. Where was the penalty for tossing on the stick from the bench? Well, no, Tuck, they didn't toss it. It didn't land on the ice. So, the Wild scored. Oh, yeah, that's right. There's other games going on. Whoops. My bad. Minnesota scored? Good. And by the way, good. I'm glad Minnesota's winning. Screw the Stars, okay? Screw the Stars. Every time I commit to the Stars in the Western Conference, they blow it. Screw them. Yeah, the Wild are a really fun team. Speaking of a fun team, go Ducks! Let's go Anaheim, huh? They're up 3-1 in that series. Good for them. Who does Providence Bruins play? Springfield, Game 1 on Friday. If the Bruins get eliminated tonight, Game 1 will be live on BNG Friday night. We'll have the call for you. If there is a Game 6, that would take precedent. Because Boston over Providence, in my case, for my stuff. So, and I would be on the play-by-play. Utah, Mammoth, and Vegas. Go Utah! Okay, I want Utah to come out of the West now that LA's out. Do you guys like the Bruins' effort? Yes, I did. They looked like they care. Primer, you thought that was going to go a different way? No. I like the Kings. The Avalanche were going to smoke them. Kings were not a complete hockey team. Celtics are up by 7 at halftime. Keegan's actually at the game tonight in Boston for Game 5 of the Celtics-Sixers series. What a career for Anze Kopitar. First ballot Hall of Famer. He'll be in the Hall of Fame in 2029. 100%. What a legend. Anze Kopitar, one of my all-time favorite hockey players. What a joy it was to watch the majority of his career. He's in first. Castle call is laughable. Eamon, you're exactly right. Sabres got gifted that goal on a horrible call. Besides that, I did like the effort in that first period. Just put more pucks on net. They are out shooting them 9-5 through 20 minutes, which is surprising. But, you know. Line blender or not, they look better. Like, they do. Like, I wish Hagens was in over Steve's, but, like, that's the only nitpick I have. You know? Peak clearly made shoulder contact at fourth. Yeah. Third line. Yeah, Steve's with Lindholm and Asemont. Steve's has... that line's been pretty decent. Yeah, no Arvidsson tonight. Arvidsson's out. He didn't travel the team. Sturm didn't rule out the possibility of having him available for Game 6 if we get there. So, what did you have for dinner? What did I have for dinner? I had pizza. Yeah, I had pizza for dinner. Dining hall, crappy pizza. Yeah. Where's Higgins at? Upstairs. He took warm-ups. What happened to Arvidsson? He got banged up in game. He got banged up Sunday. What kind of pizza, Sam? It should. What pizza did I have? There was 2 slices. It was a meatball slice, a meatball pizza, and then a cheese pizza. Yeah, Arvidsson got banged up on Sunday. It was a shoulder issue, from what I understand. Where's Ben? He didn't want to come. I told him at dinner that the chat was clamoring for him on Sunday. You guys are clamoring for him. Don't you think it's so great that the Bruins are 40 minutes away from elimination? They burned a year of Higgins ELC for Alex Steves. Like, if you're not going to play him, at least keep him in Providence. Like, then why did you even sign him? Like, I don't know. He should be playing either in Boston or in Providence. He should not be sitting anytime soon, anywhere, regardless of where he is. Like, if the plan was for Higgins to... I'd rather have Higgins playing in the AHL over sitting in the NHL. Like, what... Like, at this point, like, Game 4, whatever, fine. Tonight, I wouldn't have done that. Do you think the Ducks game winner the other night was no goal? No, that's a goal. Titans president of football operations Chad Brinker is stepping down. Wow. I remember when we fired Bruce and Sam said, imagine if Vegas wins the cup next year, and they did. I'm a genie. What can I say? What can I say? Can we call the 2011 team in their primes and just play them? If they did that, the Bruins would have won. The Bruins would win the Stanley Cup. That 2011 team wasn't losing to anybody. They weren't losing to any team in the NHL that year. That team was a wagon. I agree. So Biz and Bruce Cassidy just said on TNT that Kastelik's roughing penalty should have been matching. It should have been Kastelik and Krebs for 2 minutes. That's fine. If you're going to call Kastelik, call the other guy too, because he shoved first. That's fine. That's completely fine. That would be it would be better 4-on-4 than 5-on-4, you know? Like, if it was 4-on-4 and they scored, I wouldn't have bitched. Like, okay, fine, you know, whatever. But, like, I'll say. Dallas tied it? Damn it. Damn it, Wallstedt. If the Bruins lose, Marco might get fired. Sturm is not getting fired after this season. If Marco Sturm gets fired, I want every single season ticket holder to revoke their season tickets. I'm genuinely serious. I'm not making that up. Sturm does not deserve to get fired after 1 year. Look what he did for this team. This team turned around. Like, regardless of how the season ended, look at what they did this year. Look at what they did this year. No way. No way. No, Little Chips, I know that a Buffalo fan said it. Thoughts on the Sox firing literally everyone? Here is my thoughts on the Red Sox firing people. We talked about this on Sunday. I think that there's another person that needs to be fired or out of the organization. And I think that is the owner of the team. I don't care if they win the World Series this year. Sell the team. Please. The Red Sox, FSG, please sell the Red Sox. Please, I'm begging. I am absolutely begging for FSG to sell the Red Sox. Please sell. All right, so here's the nice pass from Kaprizov to Zuccarello. This is how the Stars tied it, I guess. Robertson, Heiskanen, Duchesne. Nice triangle formation from Dallas. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Second period of Bruins coverage on YouTube is brought to you by Benable. Recommend, discover, and monetize. Yeah, I'm watching on TNT. This is officially your last stream. I'll miss that score blog. Thank you. I don't think this will be my last stream. I don't think it will be. If I had to guess, the answer is I'll be back next season. But if I get a job that prevents me from doing games for you guys, then I'm going to have to take it, and, you know, is what it is. You're just upset. I was just laughing more than anything. Like, I was angry during the game. When the game ended, I started laughing. Like, even if you don't do full-time next year, I see you doing part-time still. I could, maybe. I might be a part-timer. I'll be Roman Reigns. Acknowledge me. I find it hard to believe you just stopped the Bruins. Well, it depends. Like, I have to figure out my life, you know? Like, Like, I'm graduating from college next weekend, guys. Like, my life is about to change in the next 10 days, you know? My guess is I'll be back. At least in a part-time capacity. You know? Yeah, I'll be graduating next Saturday. Future voice on NHL and NBC when it makes a comeback. That means the world. I would love to be the voice track over that song. graduated yet, guys. I know. There's still time for me to fuck it up. There's still time. No, it's crazy because, chat, I'm going to show you something that I got today. Y'all, it came. It came today. My cap and gown. I picked it up today. Thank you to whoever subbed, man. Len the Res Man, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Thank you. No, but my cap and gowns came today, y'all. It's crazy. Like, imagine turning on the NHL and NBC for the very first time, and all you're hearing is, hold on a second. Play! All you hear is the Boston Bruins kick off or play Game 5, their first round series against the Buffalo Sabres. With the Bruins' backs against the wall, how will they respond? Lineup changes galore. Game 5 live next. How about that? McLeod wins the draw. Second period underway here in Buffalo. Puck played across here. Zucker. Shot saved by Swayman. And he'll hang on. What are you looking forward to in your future? Sports broadcasting. Play-by-play. What I'm doing right now. Would love to do that. 12 seconds into the second period here in Game 5. Zaka's got to win a face-off against McLeod here. He did not. It's won by Buffalo. It's Quinn. Zadorov pushes into him. Puck played around. Hustadinov tied up. Peak jams it back to Hustadinov. Puck's lifted into the neutral zone. And then the play-by-play next year for Bruins games on Nesson, that would be amazing. Nesson, Nesson, you have my phone number. Puck goes out of play. First year was 2019-20. Nope, it was 2021. It was the COVID shortened season due to and they had like 12% fans. It was the Bruins Capitals and Bruins Islanders year, like in those playoffs. Just so you guys know, when Jack Edwards retired, I sent an application in to be the next Bruins play-by-play voice. I did submit my application. Like a legitimate application. I did apply for it. I didn't hear anything back, which was fine. I wasn't expecting to. It's better to apply than not to, you know, because you never know. That puck goes out of play as Steve threw it out of play. Give Judge a spotlight first? Yeah. And I would see if I can work out a deal so you could still see me in the booth while calling the game on like a separate stream. You know? In the system. I don't know if it's in the system, but Thompson wins it against Elias Lindholm. And by the way, stop throwing the puck out of play. Enough of that. Here is Krebs across the line. Elias Lindholm pins him up against the wall. Tuck takes it, lost it to McAvoy. Asamont lifts it high and out of the zone. Byram gets it back. Byram drops it for Thompson. Asamont pressuring him. Thompson will cross the line. Krebs pressured there. Good stick by Middlestat. Elias Lindholm can't get it out. Got a stick tied up. Tuck shoots over the net. Took a weird bounce in front. Kept alive by Byram. His shot's blocked. And now Asamont sends it ahead to Middlestat. Middlestat will cross the line as the Bruins will finish up a change. Tied up there by Thompson. Geekie will get in there as well to try to dig this puck free from Thompson. Minton in there as well. Puck comes free. Sabres get this puck out. And it's deflected back into the Bruins end. Jokiharju's got it. Here is Benson. Hampus Lindholm going to knock into him, takes him down. Here is Geekie, plays it to Jokiharju. A Bruin lays a fingernail on a Sabres player. They're acting as if he got punched in the face. It's insane. I mean, the referees have been on Buffalo's side all series long, so I don't know why they're complaining. Push the offensive zone here. Here is Middlestat, chips it ahead. Goes off Geekie and into the zone. Geekie tied up Samuelson. Here is Doan. Good pressure from Corrali, but just can't get anything. They can't even get possession in their offensive zone right now. Doan lifts it in, cross corner. Crowd chanting for Swayman again. Puck will come out to the neutral zone. It's Zadorov. For Peak. Whipped off Jeannot and in. Timmins cuts it right back off. There's nothing to the... There isn't even possession of the offensive zone in this period so far. Puck's played around the net. It's Ballenstein in the left circle. Corrali trying to lift this one to Jeannot. Can't get it to him. Peak plays it off the wall and out. Will this be icing? Yes, it will. Awful start to the second period. Absolutely horrid. They haven't pushed the blue line at all. They haven't even been able to get the puck in the offensive zone at all. Faceoff's won by the Sabres. Byram plays it across to Power. Power, center point to the front. Blocked there by Corrali, I think. This is who I think got a piece of it. Thompson pushes off as Jeannot. Power left circle. Nobody's looking. Power! Swayman stopped it. Swayman was the only person that knew where that puck was besides Power. Puck flipped ahead. It's kept in by Buffalo again. Quinn to the front. Cleared away. Quinn. Dahlin's shot blocked in front. Hit Aspero. Zacha lifts this one out. Pasternak was cherry picking, but he didn't even play the puck. Puck played around and out. Jack Quinn. McLeod. McLeod knocked into by McAvoy. Puck forced wide. McAvoy to Hustinov. Whips it out to the neutral zone. Dahlin cuts it right back off, and it's dumped right back in for the Sabres. This is not the game you should be playing right now. Come on. Come on. Get a puck free. Move it north. Oh, my Lord. Now I'm getting agitated. Here is Byram for Doan. Doan plays it across. Nobody there. Now I'm getting really agitated. Come on. This is the fourth line against our top line, you morons. Aspero lifts this puck out. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Here comes Power. Bruins got caught in a change. Benson walks in, shoots. Blocked by Aspero. Kept in by Doan. Power on the left circle. Walks in front. Doan put it wide. Steves ahead. Elias Lindholm. Asamont enters the zone. Asamont looks. In front, shot saved by Lyon. Rebound put behind the net. Byram knocked into by Elias Lindholm, and now here's Power. Moved ahead, and now it's Doan. It's knocked out. Oh, he did that to himself! Penalty on Hampus Lindholm. He did that to himself. He fell over Lindholm's stick. I don't like that call. I don't like that call at all. I don't like that call at all. Even TNT's saying that's not a penalty. Castlick against McLeod. He's waved out. It'll be Zucker on this draw. Embellished a bit, yeah. Face-off is won by Boston. Zadorov plays this around and out. So Hampus Lindholm is sitting in the penalty box right now. Here is Dahlin. Drops it back for McLeod. He'll attack with speed. He'll cross the line. It's Zucker. Dahlin, who has the goal. Thompson, left circle. Thompson waves to the outside by Corrali. Thompson chips it to the Dahlin, kept inside the line barely. It's played across. Here is Zucker in the corner. Puck bounces off a skate of Peak. Dahlin shot hit Castlick. He's banged up. He is hurting. Oh boy, he's laboring. Whipped across. In front, tip wide off Zucker. Puck will come out to center. Castlick's going to try to go off. He needs to get off the ice right now. Dahlin will cross the line. It's Tuck. Mitten will come out. Zucker threw it out of his own, out of the offensive zone himself. Castlick is laboring on the bench right now. Mitten knocked down. Puck comes free. It's Thompson. Thompson! Swayman fights it off. It's still alive. Peak doesn't have a stick. It's a Dahlin, a shot save. Rebound still free. Cleared away again. Power. Zucker. Dahlin. Right circle. Power center point. Shoots. Wide. Rebound. Kept away by Peak, who dropped his stick again. He got it back. Here is Tuck. Dahlin didn't shoot. Dahlin 20 seconds ago on the power play. Bruins are on their heels here. Zucker. Dahlin. Thompson stopped by Swayman. Mitten trying to get this puck out. He can't, held in by Thompson. Here is Power. Thompson. Dahlin whiffed on it. Still tied up behind the net. Penalty over. Bruins kill it off. It's cleared out of the zone. And it'll be a penalty killed off for the Bruins. Yeah, Mitten did get hooked. Zadorov turns it over. They miss wide. It was Krebs. Zadorov threw it right to him. No icing here against Boston. Byram tied it with Pasternak. Puck's popped up and it goes out of play. Zadorov gave it right to him. Horrible second period for this Bruins team right now. Absolutely horrible. Horrible. Sabres had 3 shots in that power play. Should have been 4-on-4. And Castlick to the room, per Kevin Paul Dupont. Great. Lovely. We're in commercial, by the way. Oi. .12:03 to go, second period. Bruins have an offensive zone face-off here. It's Zacha with Husinov and Pasternak. And Zacha loses the face-off again. He has not won one face-off to my recollection tonight. Brutal at the dot tonight for Zacha. Puck batted ahead. Here's Doan for Samuelson. Samuelson will move this puck north. Puck deflects off his stick into the offensive zone for Buffalo. Yoki Harju chips it along. Pasternak for Husinov. He'll chip it in. He'll go right in there on the forecheck. He'll get to that puck first against Samuelson. They took a weird angle and didn't get to the puck for some reason. Puck tied up in the far corner. Pasternak to Zacha. Back in front, Pasternak, man. Oh my God. How does that not get to your stick cleanly? Yoki Harju to Pasternak. Quick reentry for the Bruins here as the Sabres got it out. Pasternak. Zacha. In front. They score. No, they didn't score. Never mind. That puck looked like it went in from my perspective. That's why I said something like that. Here is Tuck. Doan gets it in deep. My bad. It looked like Zacha scored. That's my fault. I'm sorry, chat. McAvoy off to Morgan Geekie. Geekie. In the middle stat. Elias Lindholm. Here's a shot by Aspro, knocked down in traffic. Puck put in behind the net. It's Geekie. Here's Elias Lindholm with a lot of space. Shot saved there by Lyon. Gets it back, turns around, shoots, and scores! Elias Lindholm! And the Bruins have tied it at 1 in Game 5. Huge goal for Lindholm. We're tied at 1. They get to Lyon. Good shift from this line again. Lindholm coming through in the clutch to tie it up. That's Lindholm's second goal of the series, and it's 1-1. Great shot. Off Lyon's toe and in. Minton waved out, so it'll be Asimon against Thompson at center. So the Bruins tie the game on a goal for Elias Lindholm. And we are tied at 1 here in the second. Swayman turned it over! Where's the puck? It's cleared away. Oh my God, Swayman, Jesus Christ. Oh my Lord, Swayman got back in time. That was bad from Swayman. Good Lord. McAvoy moves it ahead for Asimon. Off Minton and in the zone. Swayman, Jesus. Here is Krebs, chipped ahead, puck comes out. Here is Aspro. Asimont lifts it right back in. Steves will get in there on the forecheck. They move Lindholm and Minton around. Steves plays it around the net. Peak right point. Shot deflection by Steves, stopped by Lyon. Puck played around, and it comes to Tuck. It's lifted out of the zone. Peaks there, chops it away from trouble. Zadorov chips it through Middlestat. No Mark Kastlick on the Bruins bench, so Middlestat's taking fourth line minutes with Jeannot and Corrali right now. I think that was an easier fix, just put Asimont down with them, but okay. Peek ahead, here comes Middlestat, will cross the line. Middlestat looking for options, lost it to Tucker, or to Greenway. Now here is Mallenstein left circle. Mallenstein around the net. Kept to the outside. Shot there from Samuelson is caught by Swayman, and he will hang on. 9:12 to go, second period. Elias Lindholm tying the game at 1 on a rebound try, and the Bruins almost gave up that tie just about as quick as they got it. Tage Thompson almost having a tap in, but the Bruins are tied at 1 here. The Sabres with 9:12 to go in the second period. Oh, don't remind me of that Olmark turnover. Mark Kastelic has returned to the bench. Thank God.
The bench for Sabres head coach Lindy Ruff. Lindy, Boston ties this up about 90 seconds ago. What's your assessment about how the guys have responded since then?
The shift since then, they're good. Got it down in their zone. I still think we can do a better job.
Bold Eagle is waved off. Oh, okay, my bad.
You know the desperation for Boston is going to grow as this game continues. What is the expectation for how they need to handle that when
No, Arvidsson's out.
Just know that they're going to come with a lot of pressure. We're going to solve that. We're going to get out of our own zone, or we're going to keep it in the offensive zone.
All right, thank you.
The inside of my mouth hurts. Zaka wins the face-off. Zadorov lifts his puck out. It's going to be icing.
46 years after he first became a Sabre. Drafted by Buffalo in 1979. Winning teams on the brink of elimination. They throw everything out. What did Zadorov say in his press conference was? The rest of the meeting before we're going to play till we're dying. We got to leave on this till we're dead. I mean, it's a little exaggerated, but every little play, every little block shot, every little stick in the lane.
Face-off is won by Boston. Zaka won a face-off for once. Husnudinov gets it free. Here come the Bruins with some speed. 3-on-2. Here is Zaka. Back to Husnudinov. He'll take it to the net. Gets closed off by Tuck. Good play by Tuck getting back on Husnudinov. Here is Dahlin. Dahlin looks. Takes a shot. Saved by Swayman. Puck comes out in front. Husnudinov gets this puck away again. Crosses the line. Chips it into the middle. Nobody there. Good take from Pasternak at the blue line. Pasternak looks to the middle. Zaka missed wide. Aspero hit the post. Aspero hit the post on the rebound. Puck still in the offensive zone. The Sabres get this puck out. No icing here. Aspero caught iron on a rebound try from Zaka. Ah. McAvoy off Elias Lindholm and in. Puck played around. It goes through a couple of sticks. And it's Jack Quinn. Quinn left circle wide of the net. It missed short. It missed far side on Swayman. Power to Byram on the left point. Puck bouncing on him. Geeky knocks into him. Puck played around. Byram left circle. Zucker behind the net. Puck went over his stick. Middlestat tying up Quinn. Puck lifted to the blue line. Kept in by Buffalo. Barely. Byram left circle. Byram, shot, deflection. Swayman caught it. And he will hang on with 7:33 to go in the second period. We're tied at 1. Zaka hit the net today. Yes, he hit the net on the first try that he had earlier in the period. Zaka hit the net. It was just stopped in front. At least from what I remember, he did. Oh my God. They're actually going to give Zaka credit for that shot on goal, actually. That hit Lyon before it went wide, and then Aspero just caught iron on the rebound. Kastelic will take the draw against Benson as Kozak gets waved out. Now Kastelic waved out. So it's Corrali against Benson on this draw now. And Corrali wins the faceoff. Benson broke his stick on the faceoff. Stanley trying to get it. Kastelic trying to get it through. Stanley can't. Puck played across. Intercepted by Benson, who has a new stick. Here is Benson. Spins in front. Puck goes wide. He tried to spin it in front of the net. Stanley's shot deflection. Still free in front. Kicked out. And now here come the Sabres. The Bruins get this puck out of Jeannot, who gets this puck out. Stanley gets it back for Buffalo. Benson across the line. Mark Kastelic hurt again. Are you kidding me? Ugh. Asamont tying up Stanley. Puck jammed out. Asamont hurt again. Or sorry, Kastelic hurt again. My bad. Dahlin tied up. Corrali knocks into him. Yoki Haru will take this puck and dump it in. Here is Asamont knocked down. Penalty coming up. It's going to be on the Sabres here. They will whistle play down. Bruins will go to the power play for the second time this evening. Blue line. Mass Sabres are going to move this puck north. They will. Tuck will just clear it down the ice instead. Swayman will leave it for Zacha. Here is McAvoy. Drops it for Zacha. Elias Lindholm. Across the line, gets it back off a bounce. Morgan Geekie for McAvoy. Shot deflection and goes out of play. Random buffers. Uh-oh. Face-off won by Buffalo and it's cleared all the way down. Elias Lindholm. Zacha across the line. McAvoy keeps this in. Geekie. Pasternak right side. Pasternak looks. Zacha backdoor! Geekie would, and how did that not go in? Pasternak takes a huge check. Geekie. McAvoy. Hustadinov for McAvoy. Center point. Zacha. McAvoy, 20 seconds to go on the power play. No Elias Lindholm right now. It's Hustadinov. McAvoy. Hustadinov. McAvoy. Pasternak. Leaves it McAvoy. Looks. Looking. Zacha turns. McAvoy in front. Geekie. Nothing to the net. Oh my god. And the Bruins took a penalty right as the power play expired. Unbelievable! Geekie missed the net again, bro. He did it again. Oh my god. Alright, looks like we're back with the Wi-Fi. Yeah, we're back. Sorry, I just gypped for a second. That's my fault. Not my fault, but it's my apologies. They called Geekie for a penalty. So Geekie missed a shot and then took a penalty. Brutal. High sticking. Geeky's gotta shoot into some empty nets this summer. Boston number 39, 2 minutes for missing the shot. 2 minutes for missing an open net. It's not on Geeky, it's actually on Hustadinov. Yep. He high-sticked him right in the face. Face-off is won by the Bruins, and it's going to be cleared down the ice by Hampus Lindholm. So it wasn't on Geeky, it was actually on Hustadinov. Dahlin drops it back for McLeod. Sabres of the power play for the third time. They're 1 for 2. Bruins good takeaway at the blue line. Kaslich trying to clear it, and he does. He gets it out. Here is Dahlin. Drops it back. Here is McLeod. Zucker. Dahlin. Center point. Skates back to the blue line. Behind, it just goes ahead of Tuck, and McLeod hops on it. Here's Tuck. Zucker in front, puts it wide far side. Puck comes back to Dahlin, who barely kept that puck in. And Lindholm pressuring him. Thompson left circle. Off Zucker wide. McLeod will try to get there. Tuck holding it in. Now it's Zucker. Has some space. Walks out in front. Stopped by Swayman. And the rebound's hung on to in front. What's up, DJ? Corrali wins it against Krebs. There's Andrew Peak. He'll clear this down the ice, and he does. He'll get it to 200 feet. Here is Byram. Second unit out there for Buffalo. Here's Benson. It's Benson, Quinn, Krebs with Doan and Byram. Krebs kept to the outside by Peak. Corrali trying to get it free from a battle. Puck comes out in front, comes to Kaslich, and he'll clear it down the ice for the Bruins again. Lyon plays it to Byram. 13 seconds to go in the Sabres power play. Sabres power play 1 for 2. It was their first power play goal of the series. It came from Dahlin back in the first. Benson for Byram. 3 seconds to go in the power play. 2 and 1. Hustadinov exits. Back to 5-on-5. Bruins kill off the penalty again. Here is Benson. Only one shot to the net on that Sabres power play. Byram's shot blocked in front. Bruins going to get this puck out. They get it to center as a good stick from Zadorov just barely got it out. Dahlin, as we're down to 2 minutes to go here in period 2. Bruins and Sabres tied at 1 here in game 5. Here is Dahlin. Gets it from Samuelson. Dahlin plays it into the offensive zone for the Sabres, but Zadorov gets it back. Jeannot will reach the blue line, dump this puck in. Hustadinov will go battle for it. Puck's played around, goes ahead of Greenway, comes back to Pasternak in the neutral zone. The Bruins will be able to reset. Aspero will dump this puck in. Zacha will go battle for it. Lyon leaves it. Pasternak gets it back. Center's in front. It goes through everybody. Puck comes to the blue line. Aspero holds it in. Pasternak looks to the middle, broken up there, trying to get it to Zacha. Was Pasternak. It got blocked by a Sabres stick. Bruins are offside. They can't touch the puck. They'll have to back out. Bruins on stream. No, I'm not. I'm a Bruins fan. Why would I say that? Why would I say? Why in God's green earth would I say that? Look at the background. Look at my content. Thompson. Final minute of the second period. Zaka to Middlestad. Back to Zaka, and he lost the puck in the neutral zone. 45 to go in the period. We have an icing here against Buffalo, excuse me, with 44 seconds to go in the period. Face-off tied up, and it's won by Buffalo. Krebs tied up by Elias Lindholm in the corner. Lindholm gets this back. Centers it in front. Goes off of Lindholm. Hampus Lindholm now. Hampus Lindholm tried dumping it in, and his stick broke. How are the Bruins offside there? How? Hampus Lindholm's stick broke, and the Bruins are somehow offside out of that? Why? I don't know why we're Wi-Fi looks pretty good on stream right now. We're across the line. He shoots. Glove down by Lund. Get it out. Geeky tied it up. Puck will come to the blue line. Pasternak holds it in. Shot saved by Lyon. 4 seconds to go in the period. McLeod. Lindholm